Welcome back to Stacy So and So. I know it's been more than a week since I have been on here, but I have a very good reason. We were talking about me wanting to make covers for my bag. And I sat down and I thought about trying to sketch one out myself, and I thought, no, you know what? I'm going to get on Google and just do a search and see if anyone still makes patterns for these bags. I did find one. It took me a little time, but I did find one, and it just arrived yesterday. So let's open this together and see what we got. I may have to do some adjusting. The one thing I'm not sure is going to be the same is the button placement, but I'm thinking that might be an easy adjustment to make. All right, let's see. What do we have here? Is that it? Yep, okay. This is all it is right here. So let's see. It is by Essex Woods Products Factory Outlet. Instructions for large reversible Bermuda bag of 1979. This is all handwritten. There's page 2. So, let's, you know what I'm going to do? First thing I'm going to do, take my bag, and let's see it, how it lines up. In fact, hold on, let me adjust the camera so that you can see what I'm doing. There we go. That's much better. Okay, so let's, probably easier to, you know what? Pretty close. I mean, this is a little bit more spread. No, you know what? It's going to be perfect. I'm not going to have to adjust where these are. Because when I put it up here, it looks like they line up. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. All right. So I think before I make my patchwork one, we're going to do a test first. So, but this is, I mean, the instructions on here are pretty, so here's the gusset for the side. Okay. The piping. So the notes on here are actually very helpful. And if you are interested in this, I ordered it from, this came from Stephanie Joy in Palm Bay, Florida. So you could probably, she has an eBay of, it's D as in David, ISCOTISH. So Discotish. So yeah, I think this is going to be a fun project. You know what? I might make one that just looks like the holidays, because I think that would be fun. Okay, and the other thing that I had to order. Oh, this is messy. When did they start doing this with Amazon? Yay, they're here. So now I can start on my aunt's ornaments for her to give out to her sister-in-laws and family. Excellent. Because she got the rest of the shirts to me, which is exciting. Oh, not sewing related, but I got my tights that I asked for. I'll set those up there. I'll set this beside the trash can. So one more thing that I want to make. I got a new pattern for making aprons. I wear aprons a lot. And when I first started my business, actually, I was making aprons, different styles than this, but I've always wanted to do one of these, because sometimes I get a little heavy-handed when I'm tying my waist ones. I've been known to rip them off just because I'm too rough. But I definitely want to do some aprons, and I'm almost feeling inspired by this, by doing aprons again, and maybe doing like a small shop again. Nothing big, just a place where I would make things that I really enjoy, like aprons, using upcycled material to make aprons, maybe do some patchwork ones, especially for the holidays, because I know that's one time when a lot of people put their aprons on because you're dressed up for the holiday. You know, you're trying to do those last minute things before everybody arrives. And the last thing you want to do is splash anything onto, you know, your clothes. So I'm thinking about maybe doing some aprons. We'll see how it goes. I definitely want to do that, and then work on the Bermuda bag. So these are things I'll be starting filming this week, and I will get them to you as quickly as I can. The other thing, now I already have a video from doing the ornaments, the test ornament, which, remember I made this, I did the video, I did a test one. So I'm thinking of maybe while I'm doing these ornaments, as opposed to doing a video, I think I might actually get on here and just do a live, and then we can work on them together. So if this is a project that you want to do, now this was a 4-inch, which is kind of big. That's a 4-inch round. I got the 3. This is a better size. Let me open it up so you can see it better. This is actually a better size for a tree ornament. Oh my goodness. Oh no, they're all so tied together. But anyway, you can kind of get a much better idea. I ordered these from Amazon. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you get 12. And it was a really good deal. And you can still order them. They haven't sold out or anything. So if you just do a quick search for 3-inch or 3.5-inch embroidery hoops, I'm sure that you will come up with them. Okay, I wanted to grab something real quick. So now I had put a little heart down here. I just did like a little test. I just did a little, you know, hand heart on here. I just stitched it on real quick. But what I'm going to do actually is use my embroidery machine and do some small red freestanding lace hearts that I will, I'll either do like an iron backing so I can iron it on, or I may just use some E6000 because, you know, that sticks to everything. But I was thinking, if you don't have an embroidery machine and you want to do this with me on a live, I come up with some ideas for you. Now, you could cut them out of different kinds of fabric and like make a little iron on and iron them on, you know, iron on a little heart. You could use felt, you could use anything. You could use fabric glue, or not fabric glue, what do you call it? Fabric paint, and do like little hearts on them. That would be great. You don't have to add a heart. I just think if you're doing a memory one, it's really nice to add the little red heart on it. But here's another idea. Let me grab this again. I have a whole bunch of these wooden hearts left over from when me and my husband got married. We had used this whole bag. This is what's left over. We had 2 baskets because when we got married on my parents' 50th wedding anniversary, and it was a double ceremony of sorts. My mom and dad renewed their vows. They even got new rings for each other, which is fabulous. And so we had these 2 baskets set out. As opposed to everybody just writing in a book, we put out markers so everybody could pick different size hearts. Let me show you. There's some big, like, you know, and there's ones that are bigger. And they could write, we wanted them to write their name on them. And then my husband and I took them and put them on a beautiful piece of wood. And he made a frame, and we stained it and gave it to my parents the following year for their anniversary. So I have a whole bunch of these hearts left over. And they come, you can get them this small. So you could paint them red and glue those on as well, which I think is really nice. So what are some other things that you might need if you want to do this project with me live next week? You could get some rickrack or decorative trim if you want to put it around the edge. You don't have to. I just thought it looked cute. You will want to get some ribbon gather together all of your extra buttons that you have laying around that you might want to use. Like now this one, the button that's glued on here actually came off of this shirt. So it works perfectly up there. But get together your trims, get together some ribbon, decide what kind of hearts you want to make. And then you got to get shirts together. Now my aunt has provided me with a whole big bag. Look, oh, of my uncle's shirts. I did not know this about my uncle, but apparently he didn't like red. And I never knew that. And I know at least once for Christmas, at some point, I had bought him, I think, the red and black buffalo check shirt. So he probably never wore it. It could possibly still be in this bag. But I told him, like, pull together the ones that you think that make you think feel the most Christmassy, for the holidays. I love this choice. He probably never wore this. It's a Ralph Lauren. It's really nice. Debbie, or I don't know. Maybe my cousin, my cousin's got it for him. But look at the colors in that. So get your shirts together, or whatever fabric. Like if you're going to do this, instead of doing memory, if you are going to plan on doing crafting along with me, maybe you're going to do a snowman, or you're going to make them all look like Santa Clauses, just collect together all of your stuff. Have a hot glue gun ready, because you just never know. And like I said, this is going to be a no-sew project, but I thought it would be fun to do it all together. So that is what I plan on doing next week. I think next Wednesday. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it this Friday. So that would be Friday, October. Friday, November 15th. Let's shoot for, I'll hop on about noon, and we'll see how many. I've got 12. I probably won't get through all 12 of them, but I'll hop on at noon. That gives you still enough time to collect together the things that you really want if you want to do this project along with me. I hope you do. I hope you hang out in the chat. It's always nice when people come around and feel less lonely. So thank you guys for hopping in. I know this is one big long, I'm going to try to, do a little editing to this, but we'll see. But anyway, thank you for stopping by. And those are some plans that I have between now and Christmas, at least the ones I've thought of so far. Actually, I have another one. I just don't have the stuff to show you, so I'll wait on that. But those are the projects that I have lined up, and I will start working on the bag. And hopefully I can get part of that film for next week, so you can, if you go through the process. I'll try to find a link to add to the description below if you're interested in the Bermuda bag pattern. And I will, if you want, you know what, I'll go ahead and put the link in for these as well. Although you can pick these up at any craft store. You don't have to order them. I mean, I know, Joann's, Michael's, all the places carry this, especially this time of year. So anyway, collect your items together. I will see you Friday at noon, and we will make some Christmas ornaments. So everyone have a wonderful day. I will see you soon, and as always, happy sewing.